To me, when I think about masculine Pokemon, the first Pokemon I think of is well, technically all of the Marchoke line. So I decided to start in the middle with Marchoke. Immediately I went in for the face, and I just kind of made like a weird body shape that doesn't really look too appropriate, but don't think about it right now. You can see for a second I put in some lips, and then I'm like, no, that's too corny, ditch that idea. But honestly, in my heart, in my soul, I'm still loving the concept of Pokemon with lipstick on. I go for a strong body shape, but still much more feminine. I don't like how Marchoke is just a beefy man. Look, I'm not really a fan of Pokemon that are just straight up people, like the Marchoke line and Mr. Mime and Jinx. I'm not a fan of that concept. You can see me struggle with the hands for a bit because I hate hands sometimes. Every artist fucking hates hands. I don't know any artist that goes, yum, hands are my favorite thing to draw. That just doesn't happen, okay? Hands are annoying and complicated, alright? Don't judge me. Look, I start doing the feet, and look, I hate doing hands, but what I hate doing even more is feet. I don't get feet. Feet creep me out. They're like ground hands. What the fuck are feet? They're weird to draw. So I give it a fucking B effort with the feet. So I decide to change the crest. I make it a bit longer. I feel like that makes it a bit more feminine. I come in, touch up the eyes a little bit, and I just play around with the features, decide to give the belt a little bit more definition. And honestly, I'm quite happy with this design. I come in with the colors now, pretty much the same colors. I did make the grey a tiny tinge bit more pink. And here's the final design. Honestly, I love the idea of this gender diversity. I feel like strong women are represented. Let's go, bitch. Okay, so the next masculine Pokemon I think of is Incineroar. I actually had several attempts of drawing Incineroar basically, and I just didn't get it. So I brought in the official Incineroar to help us. So thank you, Incineroar, for being our guide today. I loved Litten when it was revealed, and then when we saw the final design of Incineroar as its final evolution, I was personally really disappointed. I know a lot of people love this Pokemon, and that's fine. It's just another Pokemon that's just super big and beefy, which is personally something I'm just not into when it comes to Pokemon or character designs. I was hoping for something more gender neutral, I suppose. So with the design, I came in and I decided, okay, instead of a belt, I'm gonna give her a skirt. And I'm gonna turn the flame upside down, just to kind of show off that, yes, there's a gender difference. Yes, this bitch has got a skirt on, okay? And don't at me about it, but I did make the paw pads little heart shapes. I can't help it. I'm a girly girl when it comes to it sometimes. I like heart shapes, I like pink, I like cute girly things. Shut the fuck up, okay? Most of the markings I keep the same. I decide to make the chest more of like a poofy chest fluff instead of just a man's chest. I decide that the face markings where the brows are should be more curved to symbolize kind of a more lash definition rather than just straight pointy eyebrows. And then I gave her some hair on the top of her head because I just thought it looked cute. And then I go into coloring. Again, same colors. I don't change the colors for this design either. It stays mostly Incineroar colored. Just the fact that like some things are swapped around, like the marking on the belly is now on the chest. And here's the final design. Look at her, what a pretty pussycat queen. if the final evolution of Litten had this gender difference, I would so consider getting it in a run. Okay, the next Pokemon is Alakazam. Another Pokemon that I just decided, okay, I'm going to use the official art as a guide. I wanted to keep the pose kind of the same too, unlike I did for Machoke, which was my own pose. I just kind of wanted to keep it within the same vein for the rest of the designs. So I just, for the most part, go in and just kind of get the basic outlines before I start changing it. You can see I made a lash line, and then I come to the end of the Pokemon and I go, okay, well, I want to change the end of it to something more feminine, so I give it kind of like a royally shaped skirt, if you will, and then I make the knee pads heart shaped because I'm a suki bitch for heart shapes and you can't stop me. And I didn't include the whiskers because I'm not a fan of the whiskers being on the female version of Alakazam. It just feels a little bit odd. So I decided to move them to the head and kind of make them like hair. Honestly, I really like this change and I really wish this was part of the Pokemon. This version of her is looking super cute. And then I go in with the colors and they're pretty much the same. Again, I'm not looking to change the colors of all these designs. So Alakazam's colors are pretty much just stay the same. And there's the final design for her. Female Alakazam looking like a baddie bitch. She will take down your team and she will stand over them and laugh. I love this design. She's a bad certified bitch. This is my quickest design only because I had finished this design and then I realized OBS was not recording. So what I did was I turned the opacity down and then just traced over what I had already drawn because at this point I was so annoyed that I'd already done this. This is Primeape. You can see what I've done. I've made a fluffy instead of pointy, I made the nose a heart shape, and I made the black bands gold. Honestly, look at her. I know she was really quick, but it's not a hard Pokemon to do. It's an orb. She is an orb. She's a beautiful orb, and we love and we appreciate orbs of the fighting type. Thanks. Thank you guys all for watching the video. Which design is your favorite? I would love it if you guys could subscribe. I have so many other videos planned for the channel. Also, if you could give this video a like and a sexy comment, that'd be pretty PogChamp of you too. I have many other drawing videos and gameplay videos if you'd like to check them out. So click on my channel and binge as many videos as your beautiful little heart desires. Also, if you want to hang out and vibe with me and other people in the community, we do have a Discord server, so you can check out the flow code link below and that will give you a big link to all of my links. Alright, thanks for watching the video, guys.